What is going on, Team Swish? You already know who it is. Your boy Nick Swish. Your boy is bringing you episode, well, technically the prologue of Diana Gates' story. Diana Gates is my new WNBA character. I'm excited to play the WNBA My Career mode. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm making a 3-and-D 2-guard. I think it's going to be kind of like if, I can kind of model her game after like a Klay Thompson type. I want to be coming off screens and pin downs, I just want to be an ignitable shooter and locking up on the other end. So if I can do something like that, man, with her, I think that would be really great. I think, honestly, no matter what team I end up on with her, I think it's going to be a fun time. I've been looking forward to finally starting a WNBA series once again. I had one a couple years ago that I didn't really take off with. I should have done more with it, but this year I'm looking forward to actually, presenting more of that content for you guys. So make sure y'all leave a like, comment, and subscribe after you listen to this video and watch it. Watch the little press conference. I'll get at y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Can I ask my question? Thank you.
Go ahead, Elizabeth.
Oof, big night tonight. You've been on a journey to get to this stage and join the WNBA sisterhood. Who is a player that, if you could choose, you would want to play with this summer?
Ooh, easy answer for me. Asia Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
I know that she's technically still playing, but with everything that she's accomplished so far, she is a legend to me. That is legend status. And I want to put in that same work. Use my skills on both ends of the court and lead this franchise to multiple championships.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she is a star in this league, and the game is better for having her in it. Have you thought about what you're going to say when that interaction happens?
Wow. I wish that I could sit here and tell you that I'd be a poised young lady.
Oh.
But she actually came and gave a talk at my school one year, and to be really honest with you, I can't tell you a word she said. I just couldn't hear her over the sounds of my internal screams. Just like one big loud scream, just on a loop the entire time. So yeah, I'm not super optimistic about keeping my cool. But I would love to ask for a jersey or a signature or something, though. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be absolutely fine.
Thank you.
On another note, the league is at a fascinating growth point right now with viewership skyrocketing. How much of the WNBA did you watch growing up? And does the history of the game inform at all where you want to land?
Confession time. I've probably watched Game 5 of the 2016 finals 100 times. Sparks and Lynx, that matchup was incredible. Just legends everywhere. When Maya Moore hit that turnaround, I legitimately fell off of my couch. And then Nneka swatted by Sil, but gets it back and puts it through off one foot. Iconic. I've been chasing a moment like that at the highest level my whole life.
Yeah. The spotlight has definitely been on women's sports these last years. How much do you think that on-court rivalries play a factor in the growth of the league? And do you think that these storylines are good for the game?
Oh, I love the way that stories are being told right now. And I think that has fueled those rivalries that you're talking about. Look at Angel and Caitlin. They faced off in the national championship in college, and their fans have followed them to the WNBA. Every matchup between those two is must-see TV. And the Fever and Sky have two of the hottest tickets in the sport right now. And when the Aces and Liberty assembled all that star power a couple years back, every matchup between them was called the Battle of the Super Teams, just pulling in huge ratings, huge numbers. And my grandma wouldn't be able to follow anything that was happening on the court. But I'll tell you, she knows all the tea. She definitely knows all the tea. And I think all these rivalries are just another entry point for the fans.
Yeah, totally agree there. Unfortunately, you just missed sharing the court with the WNBA's all-time leading scorer, Diana Taurasi, who played in the league from 2004 to 2024. She brought a ton of that spice you were talking about for so long. Now, what part of her legacy speaks to you the most?
I know I'm young, but I've definitely got some of those old school values too. And I can't look at DT's career without thinking about how she stuck it all out with one organization the entire time. It's so rare today. But you see why they're both so beloved by those communities, who really embraced them and gave them a second home. And obviously it's out of my control, but I would love to make a connection like that for the long term.
For the fans who might not know you yet, what do they need to know, either on or off the court?
Look, I'm confident. I have worked really, really hard to get here, and I'm going to make an impact from day one. Diana Taurasi was willing to talk a little trash, but she always backed it up with her game. And fans can expect me to do the very same thing. That goes for the court and the press conferences too. So you might want to make sure you tune into those.
Let's go. Okay, so I want to shift gears quickly for a couple of rapid-fire questions so new fans can get to know you. First, when it comes to a city, do you prefer a bigger metropolis vibe or a smaller, more intimate one?
Oh, for as long as I can remember, I have wanted to be on the biggest stage possible. And in my mind, that extends beyond the arena. I want a crowd everywhere I walk, team billboards up all over, restaurants open late so I can snag a bite after game night wraps up. I love the hum of a big city. I love it. The pulse of the people. I feed off of that energy. So, big city.
Let's keep this one easy. Favorite color?
Oh, blue. Blue soothes me like nothing else. My favorite sweater in the world is this warm blue color. And as soon as I slip it on, I feel like I'm just being enveloped by this big hug. And honestly, when I close my eyes and I think of that color, I can take a deep breath and feel calm. And honestly, don't tell anyone, but that's my secret trick at the free throw line. Don't tell anyone though.
Okay. How about this? On a day when you've got nothing scheduled and you can just relax on the couch, what is your go-to cheat meal?
Look, I say this with pride. I was raised on pizza. It was actually a part of the food pyramid in my house growing up, at the bottom of the most essential needs. Yeah, that was pizza. And after every club game, my dad, who was our coach, shout out to the Squirrels teammates, never forget that. We would go down to this pizza shop on Main and just take down several pies. Just take it down. And before you try to follow that up, what we're not about to do is catch me up about what city makes the best pizza. We're not doing that. I'm not trying to tank my career minutes before getting drafted. Thanks.
Okay, I'm definitely not trying to get you in trouble. Okay, let's bring it on back to basketball. Let me ask you, does it matter to you where you're selected in the draft order?
Yes and no. How is that for an answer? Look, this is the toughest professional league in the world when it comes to cracking a roster, and it just keeps getting harder and harder the further you are along in the draft order. And there was that documentary, the 144, 2 years back, and I know we're up to 156 for the Valkyries, but still. That being said, if you presented me with the option between a high draft number and a strong fit within an organization where I can really see my game blossom while I adjust to the pro level, I would take that second option every time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is your boy Fred on the beat?